Okay, today I'm doing another Chadfish experiment with my Spanish male model. And before I start this, I want to say, if you are attractive, you have being attractive is such a halo effect. It is crazy. It is crazy. But anyway, this is how the conversation started. She said, "Hey," and I said, "What's up, fucker?" Just to see if I can get away with saying that. And she said, "What the fuck, is that how you talk to a woman?" And when she said that, I was like, oh, maybe Chad can't get away with everything. But then the conversation, continued. I said, "Nope, it's just my opener. I have shitty social skills. Can we play a game where I ask you a question and you respond?" Then she said, "Ooh, what kind of game?" I don't know why she said it like that. But I said, "Is your brain working?" I said, "I'll ask you a question and you give me an answer." And she said, "Okay, you're funny." Like, what is that halo effect right there? Could you imagine if this profile was a sub 5 dude or a normie saying that? The conversation would have been terminated, you know? But she's over here saying you're funny. It's like, what? That was the most disrespectful thing in the world. She put the wrong your. I said, "It's your," correcting her. And I said, "Okay, question number 1. What is the most important thing for a relationship?" And she said, "The most important thing is personality by far. He should be able to make me laugh like you are right now." And I said, "Dang, so I got a good personality?" And she said, "So far you seem like a good guy. Now listen, from doing all these experiments, if I had a dime, even a penny, for any time that these girls say, 'You seem like a good guy,' I would be a multimillionaire right now. I would be sitting up there with Jeff Bezos. That's the halo effect right there. You seem like a good guy. It's very ballsy to open up with sup fucker to someone, I'll give you that." And then I said, "That brings my next question. What if I was a fat, ugly dude who said that, to you? Would it be different?" And she said, "Well, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't swipe on a fat, ugly dude, so no." And I said, "But what about personality?" She said personality is the most important thing. And she said, "Well, if I got to know him better like you, I would probably let it slide." And, I just thought about that right now. I'm scratching my head. She just said, "If I got to know him better like you." Like, what do you mean, know me better? Like, you don't know me at all. She said, "If I got to know him better like you." Like, she doesn't know me yet. I've just been asking her questions. She doesn't know a single thing about me yet, I said, "Okay, fair enough. Next question. What height do you look for in a guy?" And she said, "Anything under 5'10" is a turnoff for me. Doesn't mean I wouldn't date the person if, say, he was 5'6", because maybe he has a good personality. I try not to judge based on height, but since I'm 5'5", I wouldn't date anyone shorter than me because I want to feel protected in the relationship." That's a solid answer. And I said, "How many guys have you dated that were under 6 foot?" And she said, "Okay, when you put it that way, I've only dated one guy under 6 foot. He was 5'9", and he was a douche, so he didn't last long, and I've had a total of about 8 boyfriends in my life, so most were tall, but it's not what matters the most to me." If it's not what matters the most to you, it surely is a very strange coincidence. The 7 out of the 8 guys you dated just so happen to be over 6 foot. That's just, I don't know, it's something weird to think about. But, I was curious. I wanted to know what this dude did, and I said, "Why? What did he do to make the relationship suck?" She said, "He was always angry at me for the slightest things. He was disrespectful to my parents, did things I didn't want him to do, and so on. He's the only boyfriend I broke up with because I've never been a dumper. I'm always the dumpy." That's kind of cringe. But I said, "So what were the other dudes like, dating?" She said, "Well," and you want to know something? It's kind of funny. She picks out the 5'9" guy, just out of, that's another coincidence. Out of all the people, she picks the 5'9" guy who was the worst one to date. And I said, "What were the other dudes like?" She said, "Well, we had our moments, of course, but eventually they broke it off with me because they wanted to move on to bigger and better things, which is understandable." Okay. I said, "Thoughts on the gym? Can a short guy compensate his looks for the gym?" She said, "Well, I can tell you one thing you can't compensate the gym for: your personality." God, what is up with this personality talk, man? "My first boyfriend, the mean one who disrespected my parents," I'm guessing she's talking about the 5'9" guy, "was constantly at the gym, even though I told him he doesn't need more muscles because they look gross. I would say the gym made things worse for us. Yikes." And I said, "Why would you date this dude if he was such a dick?" Because I'm curious. I want to know why she would date this dude if he was such a dickhead. She said, "He didn't always start off that way. We were friends since middle school, and I gave him a shot during high school. We weren't compatible, and he always wanted sex 24/7. I said, brutal. Were you not attracted to him? Is that why you said no? She said, no to what? His sexual advances. And then she said, well, I mean, what did I say? Well, I mean, I kind of was, but he always asked, which became a problem. Thank you for this talk. I really needed it. I really feel, oh boy, here it is. I really feel the spark between us. What is your Insta or Snap? And of course, I stop after this because, like, it's not going anywhere at all. But yeah, this is how if you do this, this Chadfishing shit, always ask questions. It's insane what they will tell you just because you're attractive. They will tell you literally anything about their lives. Any thoughts they have, they will tell you because they just don't care. It's like a halo effect for you. They open up to you. It's crazy, It really is. And of course, every time they ask me, because I have so many of these, so many like conversations like this where it's just like outrageous. I could make videos on this daily if I wanted to. But, I mean, yeah, anytime they just ask for the Insta and Snap, I just, stop responding and all that. But yeah, man, dude, it's such, and why would she pick the 5, out of all the relationship, out of all the bad ones, is that just another coincidence that the 5'9" dude was, the worst one, and according to her, she went to the gym, it made things worse. I don't even know the story. I should ask her more about that. But yeah, it's just, I don't, your attractiveness plays such a halo effect. I don't genuinely think, I know your personality means nothing. It really doesn't. Because what type of personality did I even have, talking to her? I was just asking her questions. She didn't know a single thing about me, right? She's like all happy. I really feel a spark. It's like, I didn't even talk about myself. I just asked you multiple questions, like it's some fucking test. Like, I don't see how, like, I had a good personality at all. And in fact, I insulted her to start off, so I don't see how I, can seem like a good guy, with that opener I had. So it's just your attractiveness plays such a huge role, in your life, how people treat you, all that. It's crazy. It really is, man, But yeah, that's pretty much it for now.